Children of the earth tribe, rise up, rise up. Children of the earth tribe, rise up. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today, I'm going to read for the Aries Collective. Happy birthday, Aries! For all you Aries birthday people out there, I figured I would put in Aries before I did some more pick a deck of cards for the other signs. So happy birthday, Aries. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I am over halfway to a community tab, and I am super excited about it. Got to get to 500 for a community tab. I'm at like 344, 346. I don't know. I lose some, gain some, lose some, gain some. You know how it goes. So if you would do your girl a favor and hit that little like and subscribe button, that'd be super dope. I'd appreciate it. I appreciate all of you that have already subscribed, and I appreciate you in advance for all of you that are about to. Much love. So Aries. Spirit, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Aries' personal growth today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Aries. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. I just have to say before I lay any cards down, some of the intuitive downloads that I got last night were about somebody dealing with the CI or being a CI, a controlled informer. So I don't know, if you don't know what that means, then you probably have absolutely nothing to worry about. You know, for those of you that know what it means and you're doing shit that that you could be worried about a controlled informer, a CI doing something around you, then you should probably stop doing what you're doing, number one. And number two, if you're thinking that you have a controlled informer around you, you're probably right. So I just want to give that message out before I lay any cards. Another message I got was somebody losing their best friend because they slept with them. Now, I don't know if this person was in a relationship or not, but I feel like somebody is dealing with the loss of their best friend after some sort of sexual encounter, which a lot of times that happens, y'all. Sex be screwing all kinds of weird shit up. So if they were with somebody, then I feel like you need to come clean to their person. All right. But those were some of the downloads that I got before I'm going to lay any of the tarot down. So just a heads up. Aries, this one wanted to flip. Seven of Pentacles. With the Two of Wands in reverse. Or Four of Wands in reverse. I don't know. I'm going to put those back because I think those were playing off of what I was just talking about somebody losing their best friend because they slept with them. I don't know if that person was in a relationship, and it felt like that person was in a relationship, and it's like now they can no longer be your friend because of some sort of sexual encounter. But I'm going to try to get off that and just read the cards now. All right, universe. Please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Aries' personal growth today. Aries, please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Aries, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Aries' personal growth. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Aries, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Aries' personal growth. We have the Lovers in reverse. So I feel like some of y'all either made a bad choice or don't want to make a choice between people. You might have two people that you are trying to make a choice between, and either you chose poorly, or you don't want to have to make this choice. but I feel like you're intuitively, like there's some sort of secrets that you know about. Either you know some secrets, or there's some secrets that somebody else is keeping from you, or intuitively you know which choice you make, or know that you made a bad choice. And we have the Two of Swords. So yeah, this definitely has to do with some sort of a non-thought out choice that somebody's made here. It feels like it's just a continuation from somebody losing their best friend from sleeping with them, you know? Like you made a wrong choice, or you felt like that choice would have brought you ultimate love, and instead it brought something else, right? Kind of erratic. You see how she's just throwing darts at that, throwing knives at that dart there, being blindfolded. She's just kind of throwing darts at a map, you know, throwing darts at at whatever feels good at the moment, you know, just kind of impulsive. I feel like somebody made a very impulsive decision against their own intuition. We have the Eight of Wands. So now there's a big mess. You got this big old mess to clear up. You got like you feel like nothing is working for your benefit. Whatever this choice was, it made a huge freaking mess out of a friendship, out of a love situation, out of just made a huge old mess. You know, this throwing darts at a freaking map. You know, maybe some of y'all could have been drinking or not in your right mind, but can't really use that as an excuse, or they can't use that as an excuse. But I feel somebody made a very hasty decision in regards to love and went against their own intuition. And now there's a big mess. With some sort of negative message. You don't want to tell somebody something. There might be a message that needs to be delivered. Like you intuitively know it needs to be delivered, but you don't want to deliver it, or they don't want to deliver it. Yeah, with the High Priestess that flipped out. Either somebody needs to apologize, or somebody needs to come clean about something. Like intuitively they know this, but somebody does not want to deliver that message, or it is a very non-desirable message, that's for sure. Either somebody is having to give out a message that is not it's not a very good message, you know, but it has to be done and somebody's not doing it. In my dream, it was like, we can no longer be friends now, you know? It was just like this instant decision that somebody made. Yeah, we got the Ten of Swords. The good thing about the Ten of Swords is that that's the last sword, you know? That's the last sword. That sun is coming up in the background. We have the Hangman that wanted to pop out. You have to remember, y'all, if somebody's willing to cheat on their person with you, then they're going to cheat on you with another person. You know, if you put yourself in positions to let somebody cheat on their person with somebody, then What does that say about you, you know? No divine relationships are going to, like divine relationships doesn't come from somebody being with somebody else's man, you know, or somebody else's woman. You can't start a relationship off with debauchery and expect it to be divine. If it starts off of somebody being sneaky, then that's the basis of the relationship, is going to be somebody being sneaky. You know, you're not going to get a divine relationship from committing adultery, all right? On either side, about being the adulterer or being the adulteress. You know, you can't be in divine relationships and be thinking that every time this person sneaks off to come want to be with you, that, you know, oh, that's just God's work. Yeah, it's God's work showing you, like, I mean, it's all God's work in one way or another, but that's not going to be a divine partnership. If you start a relationship off with somebody being sneaky, then that's what it's going to be. That's the foundation of the relationship, is somebody being sneaky. You know, you're building it off of that adultery. You're building it off of that type of sneaky behavior, which ultimately in the end will probably end in sneaky behavior, or end because of sneaky behavior. Because whatever this choice was in love, it's got the Three of Swords that come out on the bottom of the deck, the Empress in reverse, you know, the Five of Wands. It caused a huge mess. This is going to cause a huge mess if it hasn't already. You got a lot of uncooperation, people fighting with each other, the Fertile Ground in reverse. I mean, and this might not resonate for you, and if that's the case, that's good, right? But if some of y'all are thinking about sneaking away with somebody, even if they are your best friend, you know, it's not going to be a divine counterpart if they're sneaking away from their person to be with you and you're allowing it, you know? That doesn't show your self-respect. That doesn't show them respect. That doesn't show that you respect their relationship. That doesn't show that they respect their relationship. Even if it is your very best friend in the whole wide world, man. That's not going to be a divine partnership if it starts out that way. And sex has a tendency to ruin everything, y'all. Be really mindful of who you give your sexual energy to. You know, you could be best friends with somebody, and then all of a sudden you get into some sort of weird sexual encounter, all drunk one night, or, you know, shit just happens, and then they're no longer, then they look at you all weird. You know what I mean? I haven't had that happen in a long time, but it most definitely has happened to me. And I'm pretty sure I've probably done the same thing. I mean, we all have to be the victim, the heroine. We all have to be the one that's in love. We all have to be the one that breaks someone's heart. We have to have our heart broken. We have to understand all sides of that table in order to really understand all sides of the table. You know, now if your best friend is single and you're single and nothing shady's going on, I mean, they always say who's better to marry than your best friend, right? Because you most definitely have to be friends with somebody before you can actually be with them. You know, get to know somebody. Be friends with them. Because after all the honeymoon stuff is over with, and, you know, then you find out you don't even freaking like this person. You don't like the music they listen to. You don't like what they talk about. You don't like their friends. You don't like their family. You can't kick it with them because you have nothing in common, right? That one wanted to jump. Knight of Swords in reverse. Whatever this is, it's either somebody about to make a reckless decision or pondering a reckless decision, or somebody already done did it. And now they're having to clean up the mess of it. In my dream, it was like we can no longer be friends. You know, like this, I felt like that person was one of my best friends in the whole wide world, you know? And it was like instantaneously, you've got to leave. We can't be friends. And then I had to figure out how I was going to tell his girl that how I was disrespecting not only her, but him and them and myself, you know? So don't put yourself in those type of positions. If that type of situation comes up, be the better man. Walk away. Like, no, I have too much respect for you, too much respect for the person that you're with, too much respect for myself. I can't let one night of fiery freaking indecisiveness or indecision ruin the years of friendship I have with you, the years you have with your girl, you know what I mean? Don't let one night ruin this 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, that wanted to jump out, but it was in reverse. Because I feel like you've been building on something solid. You have a solid foundation with this person. You have a solid friendship. You have a solid, like they could be your business partner. Who knows? Maybe they're your boss. You know, they're your boss, your business partner, your best friend. But I feel like having sex with this person is going to ruin it. At least right now. All right? Not to say that that won't happen in the future and it'd be okay, but right now, I would wait. For those of you that this resonates with, because it shouldn't resonate with everybody, right? You have the Four of Swords. Putting it to rest. Go take a cold shower. And let your mind rest, right? Don't make any sort of impulsive decisions. Don't make your feelings outweigh the facts, and don't make the facts outweigh your feelings, right? Just because you feel something doesn't mean that it's necessarily absolutely the truth. But it also doesn't mean that it's not. Like, feelings are so strange, but because you feel something, it means it's automatically valid, whether somebody agrees with it or not, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the actual truth. Could be true to you, because you feel something that automatically makes it true to you, but it doesn't mean that it's the truth. Because we have 10 of Cups. I think if some of y'all just wait and don't make any impulsive, lustful, shady decisions, all right? Think about your divine mission. Think about who it is that you wish that you, like, if you were that person's best friend and you were in a relationship, would you want that? Would you want you to be doing this to you? Everybody else is an excursion of yourself. Would you want to do this to yourself? Would you want somebody to do this to you? We might not have control over anybody else, but we definitely have control over ourselves. And we have the Hierophant. Just as I was talking about mission. You can't start a divine relationship with adultery. That's never, ever, 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 ever going to be the case. Never. All right? Now, you might be thrown tests in there to see how high you're going to focus on yourself and your mission. Like, no, I can't, by me doing this, I'm disrespecting not only you and this other person, but I'm disrespecting myself by being disrespectful to you and this other person. All because of what? Because of some feeling? Now, if that feeling's really true, then this person will break up with that person, or, find a way to actually come forward in the proper way. But don't be no side piece, y'all. Don't put yourself in the position to have to explain to somebody else about how you slept with their man. Like, oh, well, he was my best friend before he ever met you and blah, blah, blah. Who fucking cares? He's with that person right now. You know, oh, well, all he does is think about me and this and that. Well, if that's the case and all he does is think about you and this and that, then why ain't he with you? You know what I mean? Don't let your mind control your actions when it comes to this kind of shit. Because no divine counterpart is going to be, it's not going to be divine if it starts out in adultery. And that don't matter what side it's on. Because what's meant for you will always be for you. You have the Two of Cups. So you have love coming. You have love offers coming. You have real love offers coming. So don't play into this. It might just be this if you put it on hermit mode, put a little stop to it, take a deep breath, a cold shower. You know? Then this love might happen, but not if you go about it dirtily. If you go about it dirtily, it's going to be tainted from the beginning. So if this person is really meant for you and you're really meant for this person, then it'll behoove you to wait, to put a stop of any sort of inappropriate actions. Yeah, and then you have the Fool. Let's see what we have from the angel cards here, Aries. Angel cards for Aries. What do we have from the angels for Aries? Law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. We have shower of abundance. To heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you allow. And we have there's nothing to worry about. You are safe and the situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. Now I'm going to pull one from the cards my mom got me yesterday from the 4 agreements. The 4 agreements we make to ourselves, right? Give them a little shuffle here. The 4 agreements. What do you have for the Aries collective? What sort of message for the Aries collective today? Please and thank you. So mo to be, amen. That one? Okay. Be impeccable with your word. Curate in faith. To have great faith is to have great power, because your intent, your will is undivided. When your word isn't dissipated by doubt, the power of your word becomes even stronger. Let's get another one. What else do we have for the Aries collective? Aries collective. Aries collective. What do we have for the Aries collective? It says, be impeccable with your word. Express your love. Impeccability of the word can be measured by your level of self-love. If you love yourself, you will express that love in your interactions with others, and that action will produce like a reaction, right? So don't be like involving yourself in any sort of adultery type of situation, any sort of anything that is disrespectful to somebody else is disrespectful to you. Any sort of anything that you wouldn't want done unto you is still disrespectful to you if you are participating in it, right? Because we are all reflections of ourselves. We are all connected. We are all part of one living consciousness, right? all part of God, universe, creation, whatever you want to call it. So disrespecting somebody else is actually disrespecting yourself. And disrespecting somebody else's relationship is disrespecting yourself as well. So make sure that you aren't disrespecting yourself. All right? And it says, always do your best. Take your life and enjoy it. You are alive, so take your life and enjoy it. You were born with the right to be happy, to love, and to share your love. Just to be, to take a risk and enjoy your life is all that matters. Just to be alive, right? It says, take action without expecting a reward. Do your best and take the action because you love it, not because you expect a reward. When you take action without expecting a reward, you enjoy every action. And you can even receive greater rewards than you imagined. Right? Like if you would do it for free, if it's something that you love, like you would do it for free, right? And let's get one from the Spiritual as Fuck deck. I love that deck. Put these cards back. And pull one from the Spiritual as Fuck deck. Let's see, what do we have? Let's pull this one. It says, stop stressing over shitty as fuck people. The vast majority of our time spent in strife and stress is simply because we're stressing over shitty people. If you catch yourself thinking about a shitty person, take a moment and think about an awesome as fuck human. If you're going to spend time crawling up other people's asses, it might as well be someone that is awesome, right? Someone you admire, someone you think is freaking amazing, someone that you just admire, respect. You spend all your day thinking about some shitty ass person, you know, the person that cut you off on the freeway and how you wish you would have said this or wish you would have said that, or, you know, and you just go over it in your head and you let yourself feel those emotions of this shitty ass person that you don't even know, that you didn't even have a conversation with. They just cut you off, you know, then you are wasting a serious amount of positive potential, planting negative seeds in your garden of your mind. All right. So loving is its own reward, right? That's doing that out of no expectation, because it's actually the act of loving that is the rewarding part, right? Huh, that's crazy. I hadn't even flipped it over yet. And I haven't read any of these cards. Like, there's a lot of cards in here and I'm just reading them as I go along with you guys, all right? So the very act of loving is the benefit of the risk. We all want to be loved back. We all want to be supported. But when you grow up, you see that it has nothing to do with how the person who receives your love reacts, and all about you just being willing to open your heart in this dangerous world. Be a gangsta and love the fuck out of someone today. Expect nothing in return. Amen to that. Amen. Well, Aries gang, I'm pretty sure that has been your reading. Thank you for being here. Happy birthday to all you Aries people out there. And remember, you can't have a bad day with a good attitude, and you can't have a good day with a bad attitude. And whatever attitude you choose to have today, own that shit with all of your heart. Like, yep, I'm going to be in a freaking fantastic mood. Does anybody else want to be in a fantastic mood with me? Or if you're going to be in a bad mood, be like, yep, I'm going to be in a bad freaking mood today. Like, I don't even know what I'm in a bad mood about, but I'm going to be in a bad mood. You know? And then invite others to join me. You want to join me in my gurness? I'm just being grr today. Do you want to be grr with me? Or I'm just being in an awesome mood today. Do you want to be in an awesome mood with me today? You know, and then do your best to own that emotion, whatever it is you choose. All right, guys. Love you. And until next time, Nacho Mama out. Fruit, beep, beep.